Hello students, I am back. Class 5, Subject EVS, Chapter 10. Chapter name Food Production. Topic Dairy Farmers. In last class, we talked about the types of farmers. So today we will talk about the dairy farmers. India is one of the foremost producers of dairy products in the world. In the world, India is the foremost producer of dairy products. India is a country where the dairy product production is being in a very large range, large scale. Many people are included in this type of work. Dairy farmers either grow or feed for their animals. The food material that is being used for their animals that the farmers can grow or buy. If they have their financial condition is much better, they can buy it from the market. And if their production condition is much better, they can grow in their field also. People rear cattle for their milk and milk products like ghee, butter, curd and cheese. Means the dairy products that are included with the milk products, ghee, butter, curd and cheese. So these are the things because of which the people rear cattle. They make them as a pet animals, they taking care of them and they get the products from them. Under Operation Flood, since the 1970s, many foreign high-yielding varieties of cattle were brought to India. To increase the dairy production in India, the government of India started the Operation Flood. That plan name is Operation Flood and it was started in the 1970. Year 1970, the operation was Operation Flood. It was a scheme and in this scheme from the foreign high yielding varieties of cattle were brought to India. Means from the foreign countries the cattle was taken to India and those cattle were high yielding varieties. They give the more and more milk. Their production were good. So that cattle were carried to the India to increase the dairy production in India. Cooperative farmers. In cooperative farming, however, the farmers of a region bring together their lands. During the starting of this chapter, we talked about the subsistence farmer and the small farmers. The small farmers which have the small land, so they cannot use the big and modern machineries on their land. So to resolve this problem, these cooperative farmers were started. In this farming, the lands were combined. The small lands of the small farmers were combined and this makes a big land. On the big land, the modern machinery can be easily used. And since they are combined together, so they have the more and more chances to get the good production. This type of farming is beneficial because the collective cost is much less. When the small farmers invest the money on their small land, it is not much big chance to get the good production. And on the big land, when they combine together, so they get less amount to get to do the investment. So this type of farming is good for especially for the small farmers because the small farmers collected a big land and they combine together to do the investment, to use the modern machineries and then they get the good profit by it. The Green Revolution. The Indian government introduced the Green Revolution in 1968. Year 1968, the scheme was the Green Revolution. This scheme was launched by the Indian government. The Green Revolution involved the introduction of high-yielding varieties of seeds, hive, along with chemical fertilizers and improved irrigation techniques. In this scheme, the high-yielding varieties of seeds were introduced to the Indian farmers and also the chemical fertilizers introduced to the farmers and improved the irrigation techniques. In the earlier time, the peoples were using the totally traditional method of agriculture. They were using only the organic seeds, only the organic chemicals, only organic fertilizers, and their irrigation techniques were also old. So in this scheme, in this revolution, the government introduced the improved techniques to the farmers, and by the using of these seeds, these fertilizers and these techniques, the farmers get improved in their production. The government offered heavy subsidies on seeds and fertilizers as it wanted more farmers to adopt these techniques. The government also offered the subsidies. Subsidies means financial support to give them help in the form of money, in the form of amount of money. So they provide the money to the farmers so they can invest it on the seeds. They get the good seeds and use it in their farming work. They were also offered cheap loans to upgrade their tools and improve irrigation in their field. They also get the small interested loans so they can use it to upgrade their tools which they were using in the agriculture work. By the help of these loans, these financial helps, they can improve their farming activities. These techniques were first implemented in the Punjab region and were very successful. Green Revolution, this was started in the 1968 and it was firstly implemented in Punjab, and at that place it get very successful, and after that gets this successful, the government implemented it in the other countries, other parts of the country also. So these were the points for the today. I hope all of you understand. I will meet you in the next class. Thank you.